Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the course Diploma in Human Resource Management, we will be discussing the different trade unions. Prior to that, just we will revise what is trade union all about. Okay. After that, we will go through the different types of trade unions in today's lecture. Okay, getting it? So, what is a trade union? See, the term trade union has been defined by various different authors. Some view that there are only associations of employee or persons working in the industry and the wage earners engaged in one or more professions, undertaking or business, while other view that these also include employers, organization and friendly societies. Okay. See, whenever we consider a trade union, what is trade union? Actually, the trade union is an association of members. Okay, who are these members? Yes, the members are literally the employees of the organization. So, whenever we think about trade unions, what are the trade unions? Yes, they are the association of employees who are working into your organization. Okay, getting it? So, the people who work into your organization, the people who work into your organization, yes, what happens? See, many of the time, they don't have security. Okay, security in respect of many of the things. Okay, security in respect of many of the things. For example, yes, they don't have security related to they don't have security related to uh, many of the things like employment, like salary, like the working environment, like the workplace, is it? All these things. Okay, when they don't have security related to all these things, is it? One kind of stress, one kind of pressure always is there into their minds. Okay, one kind of pressure is always there into their minds, is it? So due to the stress and all, many of the time what happens, okay, it's serious health injuries these people might be facing. So whenever we consider the organization, so whenever we consider the organization, yes, many of the facilities they are needed to be provided to the workmen, is it? But what happens? See, many of the time employers, what they do is they only provide their employees with salary, other things, okay, in excess to remuneration. There are many of the things which should be provided, which are not provided generally. Okay, so for this a collection of people is needed who can, yes, who can represent, who can put forth, who can mention these people, represent these people. So considering this itself, considering this itself, considering this itself, okay, an association is formed of people, an association is formed of people which is known as trade union. So what is the role of trade union all about? Okay, see, this is an association of workers. Okay, which is carried out for the purpose of protecting and advancing the members' economic interest in connection with their daily work. Okay, whenever, yes, you hire the workers, only hiring the workers and paying the remuneration to them, giving the task to them, that much is not enough, is it? Whether the remuneration or the compensation or the wage, whichever which we are paying to this person, to this worker, is it sufficient or is it not sufficient? Okay, whenever we consider this, okay, that will be included in trade unions role, actually. Okay, whenever we consider the trade unions role, what is trade unions role? Trade unions role itself is to protect the interest, yes, to protect the interest of the members of the trade unions, is it? So um, by protecting the interest of the members, what happens? See, it always, yes, safeguards the relations between the industry. Okay, that is the relation between employer and employee. Because what happens? Many of the time, due to fear, due to, is it, due to shyness or due to many of the reasons, what happens? The employee, even though he feels that yes, he is going through some kind of injustice, still what he does, yes, he is not able, yes, he is not able to represent himself before the employer. So due to this, what happens? Okay, continuously there is harassment. Okay, continuously there is harassment. And this person is not able to work with that efficiency. Okay, getting it? So as per the Indian Trade Union Act 1926, what is trade union? See, trade union is any combination, whether temporary or permanent, formed primarily for the purpose of regulating the relation between workmen and employers, or between workmen and workmen, between employees and employers, or for imposing restrictive conditions on the conduct of any trade or business, and include any federation of two or more trade unions. Okay, see what happens whenever we consider trade unions. Okay, why trade union? Okay, see, always, always we should think about it. Why trade union? Yes, whenever we consider the workers community, that is the employees community, surely many of the time they are not able to represent themselves, they are not able to present themselves. Okay, they have certain demands related to their work itself, right? Okay, if you are assigning some work to this person, if you are assigning some work to this person, okay, only assigning the work to the people who are working under you is not important. Okay, what is more important then? Yes, it is more important that whether you are able whether you are able to satisfy the person in respect to the job. Okay, see, only dividing the work, only giving the work, allotting the work is not important. Okay, some kind of motivation, some kind of incentive, some kind of additional benefits you are required to provide it to your employee. But what happens many of the time? Yes, you might be busy into your duties, you might be busy into your role, is it? And you are not able to understand this person. At this time, the trade union, the association of employees of your organization, what they do is they clear to you, or they refer to you many of the things through which you can build up a good relation between you and your employee. Okay, getting it? So let's see the different trade unions which are prevailing into our country, which play a very important role, is it? Or which have done something which is different or mark their distinct presence. All India Trade Union Congress. See, the most important year in the history of Indian trade union movement is 1920. Why? Because at that time, the All India Trade Union Congress, that is AITUC, it was formed. Okay, see, whenever we consider the history of Indian trade union movement, okay, or the trade union, okay, in history, 1920, this year is very important. Why? Because in that year itself, All India Trade Union Congress, which is commonly known as AITUC, it was formed. See, though it was formed, yes, it was consequent union, which was the necessity of electing delegates for the International Labour Organization. This is the first All India Trade Union in the country. Okay, this is the only All India level trade union in the country, that is our country, India. The first meeting of the AITUC, it was held in October 1920 at Bombay under the presidency of Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay, see, when the first meeting of AITUC was held? Yes, it was held in October 1920. Where it was held? It was held at Bombay. Under whom it was held? Yes, under the presidency of Lala Lajpat Rai, it was held. Okay, now it led to the formation of AITUC, okay, which led to the establishment of All India Railwaymen's Federation, okay, in 1920. 1922, which is commonly known as AIRF. Okay, many companies, railway unions were affiliated to it. Okay, its signs of militant tendency and revolutionary ideas were apparent during this period. Okay, see what happened. First of all, AITUC, that is All India Trade Union Congress. Okay, it was formed. Okay, it was formed. When it was formed? Yes, it was formed in 1920. Okay, it was formed in 1920. Where it was formed? It was formed at Bombay, that is now it is known as Mumbai. Okay, under whose presidency it was formed? It was formed under the presidency of Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay, getting it? Okay, now why this was formed? Yes, we will see the objectives, okay, after some time. But okay, due to its formation, due to such type of all India level trade unions formation, what happened? Okay, it motivated others, as it other to follow this tendency. Okay, so who followed this? Yes, the All India Railwaymen's Federation was established in 1922. Okay, so many companies, yes, many companies, what they did? Many companies which were a part of railway union, they affiliated themselves to this All India Railwaymen's Federation. Okay, and it leads to the tendency. Okay, it leads to a tendency which is somewhat different. Okay, see, whenever we consider AITUC, that is All India Trade Union Congress, okay, this is the first trade union in country, okay, which is at national level. Then when was it founded? It was founded in 31st October 1920. Okay, under the leadership of Lala Lajpat Rai, who was the first president of this trade union. Okay, now whenever we consider AITUC, it is a founder member of World Federation of Trade Unions. Okay, it is a founder member of World Federation of Trade Unions. Okay, getting it? So let's see what are the objectives with which All India Trade Union Congress it was formed. Okay, the first objective is, yes, to establish a socialist state in India. Okay, socialist means, yes, socialist means for the society. Okay, or society is kept in the mind. Okay, how to, yes, benefit the society, this thing is always kept into mind. Okay, so the first objective of AITUC, that is All India Trade Union Congress, it was to establish a socialist state in India. Okay, then the second objective was to socialize and nationalize means of production, distribution and exchange. Okay, see, whenever we consider the production, distribution and exchange, okay, production, distribution and exchange, okay, these three processes, they are related to the organization, right? Okay, means they produce something, yes, they are supposed to distribute it. Okay, through this the exchange process, it does happens. Okay, now whenever we consider production, distribution and exchange, okay, key element which is associated in all these three activity is human factor. Is it? Human factor is associated with all these three processes. That is production, distribution and exchange. So whenever we consider this production, distribution and exchange, what is inevitable? Yes, the human factor. Okay, now whenever we consider this human factor, is it? See, they do also have some needs, right? Okay, so the second objective of All India Trade Union Congress is that to socialize and nationalize means of production, distribution and exchange. Then to ameliorate the economic and social conditions of working class. Means what? Yes, to just upgrade the economic and social conditions of the working class. Is it? See, previously, before the establishment of such type of trade union, or if such type of trade union it is not in existence, then what will happen? Okay, if trade union it is not in establishment, a trade union is not there, then what will happen? Yes, who will think about the working class? No one. That what about the demands of the working class? Nothing. Who will think on this? No one. Is it? This can happen. So, what was the next motive or objective of AITUC? Yes, to upgrade the economic and social conditions of the working class. Okay, means how the people will be getting fair remuneration, as well as, yes, how their standard of living will be upgraded or updated. Getting it? Then to watch, promote and further the interest, rights and privileges of the workers in all matters related to their employment. Then to watch, promote and further the interest, rights and privileges of workers in all matters related to their employment. Means what? This person, this employee, this worker, okay, he does have certain rights, right? Okay, he should be having certain rights, he should be having some plus points, okay, but many of the time his rights are ignored. Many of the time his rights are ignored. So then what will happen? Yes, if he is not knowing his rights, surely it will be injustice on him. Is it? So, whenever we consider such type of thing, okay, the objective of AITUC is to watch and promote and address the rights and privileges of the workers in all matters related to their employment. Okay, then it is to secure and maintain for the workers the freedom of speech, the freedom of press, the freedom of association, the freedom of assembly, the right to strike, and the right to work and maintenance. Okay, means these people these workers, they should be having the freedom of speech. Yes, they should be having the freedom of speech, the freedom of press to express themselves, the freedom of association to form the friends group or the groups, the freedom of assembly to convey something, the right to strike, the right to work. Is it? If they are not able to work under some conditions, is it, to express themselves, what they will do? Yes, they will enter into strike. So whenever we consider strikes and all, yes, they should be able to face such type of strike. Then the right to work and maintenance. Okay, they should be able to do maintenance. Is it? Then, to coordinate the activities of the labor unions affiliated to the AITUC, to abolish the political or economic advantage based on caste, creed, community, race, or religion. See, AITUC is all India level trade union, right? Is it? And there might be small other trade unions, is it? So the trade unions which are affiliated to AITUC, they are attached to AITUC. Okay, after that, to abolish political or economic advantage based on caste, creed, community, race, religion. Okay, if someone is making difference due to these things or keeping these factors into mind, then yes, then the trade union surely opposes. Then to secure and maintain for the workers the right to strike. See, if the workers, they are not, is it, if the workers, they are not able to speak out, is it what they do? Yes, they collectively do a thing, an activity, to raise the voice against the employer on the injustice done to them, is it? So this right to strike is also very much needed. This right to strike, this is also very much needed, is it getting it? Then the next institute is Indian National Trade Union Congress. So let's see what is this unit, what is this trade union. See, the Indian National Trade Union Congress, that is INTUC. It is the trade union wing of the Indian National Congress. The efforts of Indian National Congress resulted in the establishment of Indian National Trade Congress, okay, that is INTUC, by bringing the split in the AITUC. Okay, AITUC's split was splitted into INTUC. INTUC started gaining membership from its inception itself. Okay, it was founded on 3rd May 1947 and is affiliated with the International Trade Union Confederation. According to provisional statistics from the Ministry of Labour, INTUC has a membership of 3.9 million in 2002. See, whenever we consider Indian National Trade Union Congress, okay, the Indian National Trade Union Congress, yes, it was founded on 3rd May 1947, okay, with some of the objectives like, the first objective is to place industry under national ownership and control in a suitable form. Okay, whenever we consider the industry, yes, it will be placed, or placing it under the national ownership was a motive behind it. Then to secure increasing association of workers in the administration of industry and their full participation in that control. Okay, means, see, whenever we consider the industry, who takes the decisions? The top management. Who are the top management? The top management are the people who are the founders of that company, or who don't relate with the factory or the actual production activity, right? Okay, then who are the part of production activity? Yes, the workers. Okay, now there are some of the decisions related to workers, yes, which should be taken by concerning the workers itself. But what happens? Yes, the workers are not considered. The workers are not considered. Okay, due to this, what happens? As the workers are not considered, surely it does affects, okay, the decision making, is it? Because the decisions, whenever they are final related to workers or finalized related to workers, yes, it does badly affect, it does badly affect the workers future, or the workers' involvement into whatsoever production activity which you are planning for, okay, after the new decisions. Okay, getting it? So, as a worker, to participate this employee, this worker into the administration of the industry, this was one of the motive or objective of INTUC. Then, to organize the society in such a manner as to ensure full employment and the best utilization of its manpower and other resources. See what happens, though there is maximum availability of labor force into our country, but what happens, each hand doesn't have the work, okay, everybody, this resource, the labor resource, is it, they are not utilized in a proper manner. So due to this, what happens, yes, it does badly, it does badly affects, it does badly affects, yes, the resources. Okay, so due to this, what happens, yes, many of the resources they go waste because of not utilization, okay, because of not utilization. So how each person will be getting employment and they will be utilized in optimum or best possible manner, this is one of the objective of INTUC. So the best utilization of manpower, this is one of the objective of Indian National Trade Union Congress. Then to promote social, civic and political interest of the working class. Yes, the people who are working with you, who are the part of the organization, how their interest, various interests, okay, that is social interest, civic interest, political interest, okay, how it will be promoted and protected, this is one of the objective of INTUC. Then to establish just industrial relations, okay, means what, just industrial relations means sound industrial relations, okay, means no issues should be there between employer and employee, okay, which can harm the harmony of the organization, the harmony of the industry, is it? Then to secure redressal of grievances without stoppage of work by means of negotiation, conciliation, and failing this, arbitration and adjudication. Okay, means what? See, what happens is the workers or the employees who are part of your organization, the employees or the workers who are part of your organization, these people, they have many of the complaints, they do have many of the complaints, okay. So when we consider the complaints of these people, when we consider the complaints of these people, what happens? Yes, the grievances, if they are stored for more period of time, Then one day it results into strike, and strike means stoppage of work. So through negotiation, conciliation, is it such type of, okay, through negotiation, conciliation, is it such kind of grievances they are redressed. Then another objective is to take other legislative methods, including strikes or any suitable form of satyagraha, where abjuration is not applied and settlement of dispute within reasonable time by arbitration is not available for the redress of grievances. See, through sound methods, the issues are resolved. Then, to make necessary agreements and arrangements for the efficient conduct and satisfactory and speedy conclusion of authorized strikes or satyagraha. Okay, see, if the strikes are to be arranged, then how to efficiently arrange for it, or how the arrangement will be satisfactory. So see to it is one of the objective of INTUC. Then, to foster the spirit of solidarity, service, brotherhood, cooperation and mutual help among the workers. See, if the workers and the work which they do, if there is cooperation, oneness, is it, into it, if they care about their mutual interest, surely what happens? Due to this, the organization will be benefited as well as the workers will be largely benefited. So this is one of the objective of it. To develop in the workers a sense of responsibility towards industry and the community. See, not only the employers should be caring about the employee, but employee should also be equally caring about the organization. Means what? Yes, the employees should also be knowing that, yes, this is the organization, if it works in a good manner, if the organization it works in a good manner, then only our individual goals will be satisfied. Okay, this sense of realization, it is generated by INTUC to raise the worker standard of efficiency and discipline. Okay, see, if all the facilities and amenities they are provided to the workers, okay, with the proper work environment and workplace, is it, then it is the moral responsibility of the employees to fulfill their part of obligation, is it. So who tells this? Yes, the INTUC, it strives harder to prove this to the workers. So with this we conclude